Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to Homestead Genesis for giving me time with the 2022 Genesis G70 with rear-wheel drive, also with the Sport Prestige package. If you're in the market for a Genesis, you can come check out Homestead Genesis and they will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about pricing here for the G70. Starting price is at $42,350, including the options and destination. This one stickers for $51,960. But let's talk about the front styling of the G70. Looking at this exterior color of the G70, Genesis calls this a Siberian Ice. It looks really good with the dark chrome and black accents throughout this vehicle. Looking at these headlights here, these are a quad LED headlight with the automatic low and high beam, LED turn signal, and daytime running light. There's front parking sensors. Unfortunately, there's no LED fog lights here on this vehicle. Genesis does not offer that, unfortunately. There's this large crest grille here with a dark chrome trim there. This area here is for the driver's assistance as a front-facing camera. There's also the Genesis wing on top of the hood. But stepping away from the G70 here, this vehicle looks really good. This also has around 5.5 inches of ground clearance, so really low vehicle here. But looking at the side profile, this has an overall length of 184.4 inches with a wheelbase of 111.6 inches. So Genesis did get the proportions right here in the luxury sedan segment. Looking at these tires and wheels here, I actually like this rim design. It looks really good, especially with the red painted Brembo calipers there. These are two 25/40 Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires. They're wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. The rotors are large, of course, to give this thing really good stopping power. There's this LED sight marker here on the mirror cap with some dark chrome around the window trim. And my model does have this moon roof here to let light into the cabin. Unfortunately, there's no fully panoramic sunroof because this vehicle does have this fastback design. But making our way to the rear of the vehicle here, looking at these taillights here, they're gonna be a full LED, which is a quad setup as well, which is an LED turn signal, brake light, and the reverse lights live at the rear of the bumper. The rear diffuser does look kind of aggressive. This also has dual tip exhaust. With rear parking sensors, there's a G70 badge with the Genesis name spelled out. This also has the 3.3T underneath the hood, so it's the V6. The backup camera is right here. Open up the cargo. Once it opens up, it reveals 10.5 cubic feet of space. It's pretty decent cubic feet of space, but if you guys are looking for more cubic feet of space, I would recommend looking at the Kia Stinger because it does share the same platform. And underneath the low floor here, there is a temporary spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. There's also this cargo net off to the side. Sitting inside the interior of the Genesis G70, looking at the current key fob here, this has a lock, unlock, remote start, trunk release, and also you can access the headlights via this button down here if you're in a dark area. And that's also a panic button. And this also has the Genesis wing on back of the key fob. The key does feel nice to hold in my hands. But reach over here to shut the door of the G70. The push button start is right here on the dash. Of course, put your foot on the brake. Once you guys do that, the vehicle will start right up. Looking at the door panel materials very quickly here, nice soft touch material with this aluminum like trim finish here. There's 2-person memory seats with this aluminum painted door handle. There's your air vent over here, your dimmer switch, fuel cap opener, and your trunk release. This is a power tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a good amount of range and adjustability. You can power fold the mirrors in via this control here. It is auto up, auto down for all 4 windows. I like the nice red stitching throughout the vehicle. Even on the door panel, it looks really upscale. And the materials here are really nice to touch. There's a slight bit of storage here. I wish Genesis would have made the door storage a little bit more wider. Also, the cup holder here is a little tight as well. But looking at the steering wheel, I do like this 3-spoke wheel design. There's your volume and voice controls here. You can customize this partial display here by pressing this button right here. It does show you an icon of the G70. There's a compass. There's your attention level. So you can customize this ever so slightly. There's paddle shifters. There's the turn signal and headlight stock. The wind wiper stock is right there. The materials on the dash are really nice leather material with this nice red stitching. And my model also has this bright heads-up display. This is a 10.25-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. More of that beautiful red stitching throughout this cabin, like I mentioned. Looking here at the Genesis interface, as you guys can see, very responsive. Looking at the map here, just like the Hyundai and Kia, of course, really good resolution. There's a TomTom navigation. You can also swipe left or right. The response is really good. There's also a valet mode. Going into the Apple CarPlay, it shows you a bright screen of the Apple CarPlay, and also a bright screen, also a bright screen of the Genesis interface. There's your air vents here. Like I mentioned, the push button start is right there on the dash. There's 2-level heated steering wheel function here, which I'm really surprised to see a 2-level heated steering wheel function. There's heated and cooled seats. The cool seats blow really good cold air. This also has dual climate control. There's a volume and tune knob. Shortcut buttons right here. My iPhone 13 Pro Max does fit in a wireless phone charger, but unfortunately Genesis does not offer wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. There's a USB port, also with a 12-volt. Putting the vehicle into reverse, you push up on this trigger here like that, and it does reveal a top-down 360 view. There's trajectory with distance markers. To kick it into drive, you click back, and to go into neutral, just click it very gently there, and to go into park, you press the P button right there. This is your drive mode selector, which shows you Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and also Custom. Once you put the vehicle in Sport Plus, the bolsters do hug you in place, which is a really good feeling. Putting the vehicle back into Comfort, there's 2 cup holders here, there's your traction control, parking sensors, auto hold. You can also access the camera via this button here. There's electronic parking brake. The materials right here does feel really nice and high quality. Looking at the seats, there is this large head restraint here with more than nice red stitching. The seats are aggressively bolstered, like I mentioned. Once you put the vehicle into a sport mode here on the driver's side, it does tighten up the bolsters. And you can also slide the seat forward and back to give this passenger here a little bit more space. And I do love the red seat belts in here. And above me, there's this moonroof here. It doesn't go into the actual back seat, but it does let a lot of light into the cabin. The headliner here is going to be a suede Alcantara. There is LED lights throughout the cabin. Open up the glove compartment here, it does reveal a large storage. But overall, this interior is very impressive. But let's hop into the back seat. Getting into the back seat of the Genesis G70, open up the door. The door opens at a pretty good angle. Looking at the interior space here, it does look cramped compared to a Kia Stinger, which this vehicle does share the same platform. We'll talk about the specs in a few moments here. But looking at the materials here, pretty decent material. I like this aluminum-like pattern here in the actual door panel. The switchgear feels very high quality. I like the red stitching here. This area is going to be slightly padded. There's additional storage space down here. But getting into the back seat, like I mentioned, this vehicle does have 5.5 inches of ground clearance, so really good step in height for this vehicle. There's 2 map pockets for storage. There's also rear air vents here. There's a USB charging port here. This large hump does intrude into the middle passenger seating, but you can't fit 3 people across. Just the middle passenger is going to be a little cramped. You can also recline the seat and slide the seat forward and back to give this passenger here a little bit of space. I also love the red seat belts here. Putting this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders, and Genesis says you have around 34.8 inches of legroom. The Kia Stinger offers around 37, so you do get more cargo space and more legroom space in the Stinger. So if you guys are looking for that, I would recommend going for the Stinger over the G70. And above me, there's this moonroof here to let light into the cabin. There's also LED lights back here as well. But overall, the back seat of the G70 looks cramped, but it doesn't feel cramped. But if you guys are looking for more space, like I mentioned, you have to look at the Kia Stinger. Looking underneath the hood of the G70, this is a 3.3 liter twin turbo V6. It has GDI, which stands for gasoline direct injection. This powertrain makes 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed torque converter automatic. Fuel economy is rated at 18 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 21 combined. So starting this review off here in the 2022 Genesis G70, let's talk about the powertrain specs. This uses Genesis 3.3 liter twin turbo V6. This makes 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. Let's do a launch control here very quickly. Gonna come to a stop. I'm going to turn off the traction control. Put the vehicle into a Sport Plus mode. Foot on the brake and accelerator. Launch control ready. And this thing is damn near, this thing is quick. I want to say 0 to 60 maybe in the good 4-second range. You guys can hear the exhaust. It does sound pretty good, but it doesn't do any crackles or pops, anything like that. I wish Genesis would have offered that, but this is a luxury brand, so I can kind of see why they didn't want to mess with the tuning of the exhaust. Most people might do aftermarket exhaust, but this vehicle does put the power down really good. Even with the traction control off, you kind of heard a little bit of tires kind of squirming for grip, but I feel like this vehicle did put the power down really good. This one does come with rear-wheel drive. You can also get all-wheel drive as an option if you guys want that all-wheel drive traction. Once I have signal left or right, it does show you what's in your blind spot. Also have this nice bright heads-up display in front of me, which shows you the speed, or if there's a car next to you, it lets you know that you cannot get over. The visibility out of the G70 here is really good. You also have this dash, it's kind of low. Out of the rear is a really good view out of the rear. These mirrors here are pretty good size. This also has Genesis blind view camera, also a lane keeping assist with emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert. Going over some bumps in Sport Plus mode, you can kind of feel it's a little harsh, but personally speaking, this vehicle does a good job of absorbing the bumps. The seats in here, they're aggressively bolstered. Once you put the vehicle into a Sport Plus mode, the steering feel in here is very playful. You can feel what the front tires are doing. But this 8-speed auto is really good, and the exhaust sounds pretty good as well, but there's nothing compared to like the Kia Stinger that I reviewed with the V6, which that vehicle has more of an aggressive tuning to the exhaust. I think because Genesis is a luxury brand, and then, like I mentioned, they don't want to mess with the actual tuning of the exhaust. Like I mentioned, most people might do aftermarket. Above me, there's this moonroof here. Let's get a lot of light into the cabin. But let's talk about fuel economy. Fuel economy is rated at 18 in the city, 27 on the highway, and 21 combined. So it does get decent gas mileage. Unfortunately, I don't have this vehicle for a long time to test, so I can't really give you guys like real world fuel economy test here, because I don't have it for a long time to test. So Genesis, if you're watching this video, can you guys please send me over a vehicle to test for a week so I can, you know, talk about the real life fuel economy or real world fuel economy. I still have the vehicle in the Sport Plus mode. And this thing is really damn quick. Like Genesis, the powertrain is good. The 8-speed automatic is paired good with this powertrain as well. I wish they would offer maybe like a dual clutch and whatnot, but this vehicle does a really good job, and it gets up to speed very quickly. That twin turbo V6 is a good powertrain. If you guys are looking for luxury, performance, and warranty, the Genesis offers that. After spending time with the 2022 G70 Sport Prestige, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at @DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. And I see you all in the next review.